Right. Okay. I've been recording for pretty much 10 minutes now, and I am only just going to start talking about the predictions from last week, which were, yes, it's Bahrain coming up, which reflects in my predictions based on the performance of a certain team and driver in the previous 5 years. Uh, Predictions for Japan started out pretty okay for me in qualifying. Only got Behrman, Hajar, and Leclerc wrong because I put Hamilton, Ocon, and Lawson. Told you so. Yeah, told you so about Lawson ahead of Sonoda. Although it was looking likely that I was going to get that wrong and that Sonoda was actually going to be in the top eight for um, in Q1. Um, Too early. It was 7 a.m. Australia and China were earlier. I got up on Tuesday, and here's a funny story. I got up on Friday, and FP2 was 7 o'clock. Yeah, so I'm going to get my breakfast at about obviously take a while to get up. 7:30, just put on FP2 in the background while I'm getting breakfast. Supposedly, Doohan crashed early in FP2, heavy crash. Um, I don't know if yeah. Um, Put on FP2. Literally 2 minutes in, Alonso beaches himself in the gravel. So there's a red flag as soon as I start watching, which is great. Green flag again, and then literally 2 laps have gone through, and a red flag for a grass fire. So I'm thinking, oh, wonderful. Hopefully we don't get another one. And then we get and then I see another red flag for a third one for a second grass fire. Yeah, dry grass and sparks from the underside of the F1 cars does not mix well. Um, I thought we would have learned this from China last year when it happened in practice and we sorted it, but apparently they couldn't be bothered to bring over the solution in Japan. Putting some sort of chemical on the grass. Uh, the more entertaining solution would have been for it to just rain. Um, but we didn't get either to cause a red flag, so pretty dull race. But I need to continue talking about qualifying. You got the point for Leclerc. You're more of a fanboy than I am, apparently. You got the point for Hajar, and oh, I missed out that I didn't get a point for Hulkenberg. It did not start out well. Yeah, I put Bortoletti. It did not start well, apparently, then. I only got 6 points. You got 8 because the ones you missed out were Behrman and Albon. You had too much faith in science. And the one time you don't back Behrman, Behrman gets it. The AI didn't back Leclerc like me and gets no points for it. It was the only one of us to back Behrman. Uh, it joined me in backing Sonoda. It joined me in backing Albon, and it joined you in backing Hulkenberg. The interesting thing is if you combine your results with the AI results, you get full 10 points. Because the points that you missed, the AI picked up. And speaking of points picking up, I got a point for having Norris and Piastri in top three. Missed out on Verstappen getting pole. You get 2 points likewise for getting Norris and Verstappen. Russell was nowhere to be near. to be seen. But if his improvement from from Q2 to Q3 matched the improvement of Norris, he would have been there about with Piastri. So his mistake into turn one really cost him. Unfortunately for both of us, though, the AI predicted Piastri P3 gets 2 points for it, Verstappen P2 gets a point for it, and Norris P1 gets a point for it. So after qualifying, I have 8 points, you have 10 points, and the AI has 12. Move to the race. I had the exact same predictions, I think, apart from Hulkenberg. I had actually backed him, and I get a point for that, getting 7 overall because of Behrman being better than Ocon, Hadjar being better than Tsunoda, and Leclerc being better than Hamilton. You almost get a full clean sweep. Again, you just predicted Ocon instead of Behrman. The the AI, however, had a complete meltdown. It only got 4 points because it stupidly picked Tsunoda, it picked Stroll, it picked Doohan, it picked Tsunoda, not Tsunoda, it picked Lawson, it picked Sainz, and it also picked Bortoletto. So I only got points for Behrman, Russell, Leclerc, and Norris. However, onto the podium, I get 3 points for getting Norris, Piastri, and Verstappen on the podium. However, Verstappen obviously won, and so I don't get the full clean sweep. You get a point for Norris and Verstappen, and you get the 2 points for Piastri in third. The AI, however, changes its prediction from qualifying, and because of that, it only gets triple 1 points instead of 2 points for Piastri P2. Yeah, P3, sorry. It put Piastri P2. And the lucky shit that it is, the AI put one lapped driver. You put 2, I put 4. The correct answer was 1. So the race results points are I got 10, you got 13, and the AI, after having a shocking teammate head to head, pulls out with 12. Meaning for the weekend points overall, I have 18, you have 23, and the AI has 24. What does this do for the championship? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay, recording has started again. Right. After Japan, you are now on 66 points. And you lead the AI by 5 points, who obviously overtakes me on 57. I am now 9 points behind you. Going into Bahrain, has my delusion changed? Let's find out. In P3, I have gone for Piastri, same as the AI. P3 for quali. I've gone for Piastri, so is the AI. Interesting. You're not on the McLaren hype. In P2, neither am I. And neither is the AI. We've both gone for Norris. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not Please, don't you dare. Actually, no, your prediction. If your predictions come in, right. I know you've not gone for mine. Yeah, no, my point I was going to make does not work. P1. You may have sensed where this is going. Leclerc and the AI has gone for Verstappen. I said Leclerc. So you're saying if it was going to be all three of us, you would have just done something different. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to catch. Okay, goal hanging with the AI here. If you go the same as the AI can't catch up on you. Well, um, Leclerc won in 22, so hopefully, and Ferrari got Ferrari got 3-4 of them last year. Remember, McLaren haven't gone well around Bahrain in a few years. No, it's not. Sauber. I, I I haven't even spelled Hockenberg correctly. Hulenberg. I've missed out the K. No. Yeah. Um, I notice how I quickly moved on to Sauber to try and stop you convincing me that Ferrari ain't going to be good. Sauber, both me and the AI have gone Hulkenberg. Who do you gone for? Hülkenberg. Williams. Uh, isn't it obvious? I've gone for Albon. So is the AI. Right, please do this more so I can catch back up. Although me and the AI have gone pretty much the same, so that's not going to work. RB. I think I've learnt my lesson. I've gone for Hajar. The AI has gone for Lawson. Hajar is the one that's most recently done this circuit in a race. So let's see if that experience pays off. The next team, Haas. Why do I keep forgetting this? I've gone for Behrman, so is the AI. Behrman and Ocon have not been as close as I thought they would be. But what? I don't. I think. I don't think I heard that correctly. Yeah, that's what we thought in Australia. That's what most of the F1 world thought in Australia. But no, they've not really been that close together, apart from Australia, which is quite weird. I thought they'd be very close together, but no, it was China. Ocon was quite clear ahead in Q3. Yeah, I just thought it'd be a lot closer. Like Sainz and Charles were, or Ocon and Gasly. Speaking of, I've gone for Gasly. They'll crash at some point. I've gone for Gaz. But yeah, I don't think they will. Alpine. I've gone for Gasly. The AI has gone for Doohan. Safe prediction. Aston Martin. Alonso. The AI has gone for Stroll again. I'm never going to catch you up. Oh my god, I'm gonna need that crazy prediction to come in. Two of those, and I'm 1 point ahead of you. Mercedes. I've gone for Russell. Pun. Mercedes. Both me and the AI have gone for Russell. No, I did it, and it massively backfired in China. I was going to try and think of a way to link that to Red Bull, but I couldn't. Both me and the AI have gone for Verstappen. I don't know why they've resurfaced. I don't see it. I know I know the Red Bull isn't doing that well, and it's a handful to drive. But I really don't see I really don't see Max jumping to Merc. I don't know why they've resurfaced. Really? Yeah, but that last year I was more certain of it because I didn't think Antonelli would be a good fit because of the rookie. But now that they have got Antonelli, that's my point. Like they're back. Yeah. What the person that I think they would get rid of is Russell because they're going to keep Antonelli because Antonelli is their future. Yeah, and that's why they made him into number one. I don't know why Netflix and yeah, I mean almost triple podium. Um, Apart from a mistake, he could have been there in quali. Um, but speaking, oh yeah, I was going to talk about Netflix. I don't know why Netflix and Mercedes decided to try and make it out as if Russell wasn't going to be their number one. It felt a bit weird because yeah, that's what I thought. But Netflix made it seem as if he wasn't. Because I always assumed it was, oh, who are we going to put in the second seat alongside George? But Netflix, in collaborations with Mercedes, made it seem as if it was, oh, who are we going to make our new number one driver? Which was weird. Anyway, Ferrari. I've gone for Leclerc. I'm back on the hype. The AI has gone for Hamilton, though. I'm getting a point here. Let's go. Uh, I know most of your you almost clean sweep the race last weekend, so I am not feeling so good. But it's Leclerc, Bahrain, almost got his first win here. Let's go. McLaren, yes, yeah, but that was just Ferrari being idiots. McLaren, Norris, and so is the AI. Yes, but then that's like a version of goal hanging. So on to quali, on to the race. My faith was short lasted because I've gone for Leclerc third, but the AI has gone for Piastri third. Oh my god, what's happened here? What? What? Uh, okay. P2. I've gone for Piastri. The AI has gone for Verstappen. I honestly think you continue. I'll say my point after P1. Jesus Christ, what is happening? And we're back with recording. All right, let's go. Um, the point I was going to make is it's not Suzuka. It's actually quite easy to overtake around Bahrain compared to Suzuka anyway. So Ferrari, we, it's not been easy for years. Um, but either way, Ferrari, we definitely can have the quali pace, but the McLarens can easily overtake. I was close to not even putting Leclerc on the podium, but I've got to have some. I've got to have some hope. Hulkenberg for Sauber, I've gone, and the AI has gone for Bortoletto. I've not even put a K in Hulkenberg's name again. And I've just put an L instead. What the hell? I assume you're going Hulkenberg? We've got to try and speedrun this before the recording quits on me again. Williams. Do you not have coordinates on? Williams, me and the AI have gone for Albon. Me and my friend said we had a, well, I believe they still do have a server. I just haven't played on it because we're playing it on our laptops or whatever. And for whatever reason, I can't play. Well, I know the reason, it's obvious, but on laptop, you can't play without Game Pass or whatever. So when I used it back in Christmas, it accidentally renewed going into January to February. So I used it for a month to play on that server, but I haven't played in a while. I used to play quite a bit on my tablet, but time does not exist anymore, and my tablet seems to not like charge. It does all right for charge, but it's not enough for me to play Minecraft consistently. You know what I mean? If I was to do that, I'd have to charge it every day, which I'm kind of having to do with my phone. But I think my phone is more of a problem with YouTube existing and shorts. So yeah, that's a different issue. Speaking of issues, RB. I've gone for Hajar, so is the AI. This is where Lawson comes into it, and because we did have testing, so we'll see. I hope for Lawson's sake he bounces back. Like, and same for Sonoda, but I'm not talking about Sonoda. I don't know. Like, anything could happen at this point. Yeah, but if you've seen Marco saying that they're going to give Sonoda to the end of the year. Yeah, I was gonna point out a couple of teams. I was gonna point out a couple of teams that do as they say, but then I remember McLaren talking about Ricardo saying that he's in when at that time they had Piastri signed for the next year. Ferrari with Sainz having him under contract, but then signing Lewis. Um, Aston Martin, when they were Racing Point, having Perez signed, but then they signed Vettel in 2020. You can just go on. Two is harsh. At least half the year should they should have had, but I mean, it Australia and China. He's never been to. Australia was wet. China was a sprint, and then they drop him ahead of Japan and Bahrain, two circuits he knows. Mm. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I told you what I saw about Honda last week. I'm pretty sure. I, I I don't know. We'll see. Haas. I've gone for Behrman. The AI has gone for Ocon. I said we got a speed run this. I said we got a speed run this, and then we just spent 2 minutes talking about the Red Bull situation. Alpine. Um, I've gone for Gasly, so is the AI. Gasly, obviously. You've done that twice now. If Doohan has another crash like he did in FP2, I think he might be at risk of being kicked out before we even get to Europe. Yeah. Yeah, it's the one that I've. Yeah, it's the one. I was so confident in all the rumors that I actually put it in my predictions for the championship for the drivers' championship. We actually need to sort that because do we swap Lawson and Sonoda around? Or we just leave it and say none of us have got points for. I mean, we should just leave it because, like, I mean, it gets too complicated if we try and say, oh, swap them round or whatever. Aston Martin, I've gone for Alonso, so is the AI. Mercedes, I've gone for Russell, the AI has gone for Antonelli. You said Antonelli for a podium. So you're splitting your bets here. Fair enough. You're not sure of it. Are you going to do the same at Red Bull? It's a triple Verstappen. Ferrari, will you make it a triple Leclerc? And McLaren, will you make it a triple Norris? Cool. I'm not going to catch you up anytime soon because we have gone for the exact same predictions. Oh my god. I might be able to gain some points on the AI though. That's good. We can just blame that on audio quality not being that good from WhatsApp. Random prediction time. Let's see what Excel. Let's see what Excel rolls this time. And it picks number 21, red flags. Yes, it's Bahrain. Right. I do want to preface this with what do we do across the whole weekend, or do we do the race or quali or in practice? Okay, red flags whole weekend. 3. Okay. Red flags. We don't normally get them around Bahrain. I'm going to quickly check to see how many we got last year. I can't check how many we got last year because they don't show up. Red flags Bahrain 2024. I'm pretty sure no one retired. Well, yeah, obviously. I'm pretty sure I made that joke when I was like 10. Yeah, no one retired. I'm gonna go 0, and I'm gonna let the AI pick between 0 and 6. So one in each session. Although that would technically that'd be no, it wouldn't be 6. It'd be 5 or 8. Do I count each individual quali session as its own thing or not? What? What? You wouldn't. It's more likely, but I don't think it will. It, if it was Saudi, then yes, I am. Yeah, I'd go somewhere high, but Bahrain, I think 0 to 5 with the AI. That seems fair. Watch, it's going to pick something like 0 or 1 again, like it did last week. It picked 0. Yes, but what I meant with what I just said was, remember last week when I made it pick between 0 and 8, and it picked 1, out of spite because I let it pick really high. It's done the exact same thing again and gone low. It's going to be 0. So so I mean, to be fair, in terms of predictions for me, I'm going to match you with the quali and race heads to heads in the teams pretty much. But I'm going to get the 5 points for red flags. And I'm going to match the AI for the red flags. But I'm going to put ahead in the head to heads. So it's looking like a good weekend for me in predictions. Let's end the video before the recording starts to kill itself again. Yeah, because the AI has gone. Yes, at least one. And even if even if it is just one, that's fine for you because it means that I don't know. I wonder. I assume someone's keeping a record somewhere and recording again. So, in terms of championships, you are now on 47 for the drivers. The AI is close behind on 45, and I am a bit further back on 37. Based on the constructors, you're on 21. The AI is on 19, and I am on 16. So I'm not doing well anywhere. I mean, you're not. I was going to try and see if I can get myself extra points for because at the moment, in the drivers' championship, I don't have it so that it is. I don't have it giving me points for Colapinto. But I put Colapinto in 15th, so him in 21st still wouldn't even get me any points anyway. And to be fair, I shouldn't do that anyway because he's not even in the championship. Anyway, that's the end of the video. If you want to say goodbye or anything, you can, but like last week, you don't have to. Isn't that hello? Doesn't that mean hello? I'm googling that. I'm pretty sure that means hello. Yeah, I'm not saying goodbye just yet. I'm going to make sure that I correct you. It means good day. What in German? Well, it's saying Af Windschan, but I don't think that's what I don't know. That doesn't seem correct. Okay, so anyway, bye to the video. Bye.